It's March 24th. My last video, I told you I was adding a frame of nurse bees and brood to some small colonies, 69 and 22. I did that, took the queen out overnight and put the queen back in and let the queen out 24 hours after she was inserted, and everything's okay. I saved those colonies. My last remaining small colonies are in the windows here, and I haven't had a chance to do much to them lately. I still have large colonies I can take some brood out of. I've removed some deeps. If they weren't using a deep at the time I checked the hive, I went ahead and I removed it. And I found a couple queens that were laying in the medium and not laying in the medium or the deep. So I did a reversal on that. This is the time of year where you really got to stay on top of things. The decisions you make now will really impact your summer. So these are the last small colonies I have to deal with, and I've left them in the window, and I'm not heating this room, so this room gets down to about 50 something, and it's still not quite warm enough for some of these colonies to lay. These colonies are okay, but over here, yeah, first thing I do is I check for a queen. This is a very small colony. This is the results of the Formic Pro formic acid not killing Varroa mites last fall. And you see how they're gathered around the eggs there? They're trying to keep them warm. There's no larvae in here. It's all eggs, so they haven't been warm enough to maintain the larvae. And there is a queen in there somewhere. I did check. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and pull another frame of brood and nurse bees. Going to locate the queen, put her in a cage. Hold her for a few hours or maybe overnight, and then I'll put her in the hive and let her out 24 hours after I put her in the hive. Here's another one right here. So what I've done is I propped up the window. I can't get in there right now, but I'll be doing that one next. It makes a big difference when you add a frame of brood and nurse bees. I can save these colonies as long as they have a queen. But that Formic Pro formic acid not working last fall, that was very devastating to me. And for most beekeepers, they'd probably lose all their colonies. But because of how I handle small colonies, I'm able to deal with that by putting them in a warm room. I was able to save most of them. So again, I'll be making up my losses this summer, and I'll never use Formic Pro formic acid again. I'm going to be using acrylic acid for the rest of my life as long as it continues to kill the Varroa mites. I'll just have to do it several times during the summer because it does not kill the Varroa mites in the cat brood, but it will kill the Varroa mites that are running around in your hives on the bees. Okay, thank you. Here's a good example of things you read in books and things people tell you. They say a laying queen can't feed herself. This is that queen I just pulled out of 38, and I just saw her eating some honey. What I do is I stick in I grab a little finger of honey, and I put it in the side there, the screen there. I just saw that queen sucking up some of that honey, and she has eggs in that colony. So the things they tell you in books and the things people tell you aren't always true. Here's a laying queen. She just fed herself. Okay, thank you.